Adam Savage here in my cave with a show and tell. It's a little bit of showing and a little bit of telling. This is an old one. I was reading a news article. This has got to be 15 years ago now. I was reading a news article about places in China where entire towns are devoted to one activity. And this specifically was about a town in China where everyone painted Van Goghs. They had their specialties, but they hand painted in oil paints replicas of Van Goghs. And then I read in the article how inexpensive they were. Like, you could buy a hand-painted replica of a Van Gogh for maybe $50. That, like, for me, when I read that, I was like, I could get a Van Gogh for $50. I mean, I just want to experiment and see what you get for $50. And so I chose some irises, and I received a few weeks later this painting in the mail. Now, it wasn't stretched on a canvas. I'm not even sure it came with a stretcher. I think I had to buy this and put it on it and like pull it around and put the staples on. But this is the kind of thing. This is like $50 from eBay from this town in China where everyone paints Van Goghs. And it's got like heavy brushwork. It feels somewhat authentic. It's really neat. But once I had it, I was like, it's cool. But the reason I ordered it was because, well, I think I was looking for some kind of experience, and I don't know what that experience was, but this, I mean, I put it on the canvas stretcher, and it still wasn't quite it. Then, a few days later, I was at Flax. Well, we used to have an art store at the end of Valencia Street. Now they're over at Fort Mason. They've moved from the hardest neighborhood to park in to an even harder neighborhood to park in. But Flax, I was in Flax buying some art supplies, and I looked up and I saw all their different frames, and I thought, oh, I should buy an elaborate frame for this painting. That would be neat. And so I went up to the guy in the framing department, and I was like, I'm looking for a frame. And I knew the dimensions. I had the dimensions written down, whatever this is, 12 by 16. And I was like, yeah, but a 12 by 16 ornate frame. And he's like, what kind of ornate? I'm like, really ornate? And he's like, that's not enough to go on. And I said, how about the kind of ornate that says, chase this guy out of the museum? Like, I want it to look like I am literally lifting a priceless classic painting and walking out of the museum, like the Thomas Crown Affair. That's what I want. Reader, he sold me this frame for about $100. The price tag is $140. It was on sale at Flax back when I bought it. What date is this? I wonder. 2012. No. That's not 2012. No, that's 12 by 16, right? No idea when I bought this, but I really think it's like 15 years ago. So then I took my Van Gogh and I put it in my painting. There we go. And now, right? I mean, you kind of see how satisfying this is, right? Like, I love this object. This object makes me endlessly happy. I actually kind of leave it leaning up all over the place because I just feel like I want someone to be like, what's a Van Gogh doing leaning up against the corner? I mean, this is how I do my post-apocalyptic pretend LARPing. I pretend that I've been to museums around the world to build my own art collection, like the brother-in-law in Children of Men. This is a quick show and tell. There's not much more of a story to this than I was compelled by one object. I was compelled to complete it with another object, and the two of them together made a third object, which I find really compelling and delightful. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.